In today's video, I'm going to be diving deep into how to create and sell 20K coaching packages step by step for beginners. So if you've ever wondered how to build premium packages and deliver it with high transformations, high value, big transformations, and command top dollar, then this video is for you. I'm breaking down a number of things: how to craft an irresistible 20K offer, the psychology behind premium pricing, and how to confidently sell these offers without being salesy. Don't forget also to like this video and subscribe to this channel if it is your first time. So let's jump in. When it comes to your high ticket offer, I want you to remember this. This is the highest transformation that somebody could have with you. Here is the thing that I want you to know. There is no advantage to being the cheapest service provider in the market. No advantage whatsoever. So you don't want to create a high ticket offer, but yet you are the cheapest on the block. Because what you are doing is that you are sending the wrong message to your ideal clients and to your market. And the truth of the matter is that when something is too cheap, people think, well, therefore it's too good to be true. So when somebody sees your program, they need to feel and know that it's worth what it is that you say it is. And even more, in their mind, they need to place the price even higher, right, than what is out there. So you are better off putting a super premium price on your high ticket offer than to try to go low. Don't do that. There's a huge advantage to being the most expensive person in your niche. There's a huge advantage. Guess what happens? It makes you become premium. If you look at the world of cars, for example, you have the likes of Porsche, you have the likes of Maserati, you have the likes of Aston Martin. These are all premium, super premium cars. Now, you might think that because they are super premium, the Ferraris and the likes, that they have a lot less customers. No, they don't. There is a specific group of people who actually only want premium. That means that they won't be touching the cheaper cars. They won't even look at them because based on their price point alone, they have written them off. Here is the truth. When you look out on the streets, what type of cars do you see the most of? The cheaper cars, am I right? That is because there is more competition at the lower level than there is at the top. So that is one of the biggest advantages for having a premium program, is that there is actually a lot less competition. And it literally just boils down to being good at selling and of course at delivering results. That's very important in order to be able to sell this with ease. Your high ticket program is all about providing your audience with results. It's not about creating a band-aid offer or an offer that is just a replica of a result or that solves a tiny problem. No, it's got to solve a big problem for them. So it's got to solve a big problem and offer a big result in return. So I want to share with you 7 steps for how to create your signature high ticket offer. So let's jump into those 7 steps right now. So step number 1. Remember earlier where I talked about the high ticket offer being about solving a big problem? Well, in step number 1, you want to identify their big problem. It is all about knowing your ideal avatar, your ideal client, your target market, their persona. Who are they? Right? What do they look like? Where are they hanging out? What problems do they have? What is it that's keeping them up at night? What is it that they are investing in? What is it that they are typing into Google or on YouTube or on Amazon or wherever? What are they looking for? What is their biggest problem? That is what I want you to think about for this. Now, step 2 in creating your signature offer is to map out the steps that they need to go from step A to Z. So now that you know their big problem, right? Imagine that the solution to their big problem is at step Z, right? But they've got to start at A because everybody is at A. Everybody is at the beginning of their journey. So now what are the steps that they need to take to go from A to B to C to D to E to F and so on before they get that big result? And then step 3 is then to define the term. So how long do they need to achieve all of the steps in number 2? How long do they need? Do they need 12 weeks? Do they need 6 months? Do they need an entire year? What you want to realize is that even if in your mind your ideal clients need, say, 12 weeks, you've got to imagine that it will probably take them twice as long or just a little bit longer, maybe 14 weeks or 16 weeks to be able to achieve that. Because what you can achieve in 12 weeks, you've got to remember that you are the expert in this case. So therefore, your ideal clients, they need a little bit more time to be able to achieve this. So this is where defining the term requires you to be more strategic. Number 4 is to define your delivery method. This is where you've got to think about your ideal clients and to think, how do they like to learn? How do they learn most? Everybody learns differently. There are people who love written content. There are people who love audio because they want to listen to it in the car or when they're in the kitchen or driving. There are people who love to watch videos. Now, what will be your delivery method? Are you going to do it live? Is it all going to be recorded? Is it going to be stored on a platform somewhere? What will your delivery method be? Because that helps you to increase the price even further for your program. And that leads us to step 5, which is all about pricing your program. When it comes to pricing your program, I want you to start to think about what is it that your market charges, number 1. And number 2, what does the premium look like? And then there are several things that you can bolt on that really helps you to add in another $1,000 per item into your price. So we have a list of about 10 things that you can bolt onto your offer, and for each one of those you can add on another $1,000 to the investment for your program. So this is how you can move from creating a 3K program to all of a sudden having a 13K program, a 20K program, and it becomes really easy to sell because it is justifiable because you have added on the right components. Number 6 is all about segmenting your audience. I really love segmenting my audience. When you create a signature program, you might think that it's for everybody, right? Who looks like, breathes like, walks like, and looks like your ideal client, but that's not the truth. You've got to segment your audience according to what I call the pain threshold. Now, what is the pain threshold? The pain threshold is who is the most in pain in my audience, because that is the group of people you want to think about and talk to. Now, think about it this way. When you have a toothache, right? You go to the dentist to remove that toothache. Do you know that there are people who refuse to pay for the dentist? They would just take some paracetamol or some Bonjela or something to ease that toothache than to go to the dentist to remove a rotting tooth or something that's going to give them more problems in the future. But there are a group of people who are constantly at the dentist. They're having their teeth checked. They're having, they're having things done to their teeth to make sure that the health of their teeth is at the optimum. Those are the people where if they have a toothache and the dentist says, I need to remove a tooth, they don't ask questions like, how much is it? Or can you do it cheaper? They say, yes, can you book me in? When is your earliest appointment? That is the type of client that you want. And that leads me to my final point, which is step number 7. And that is to create your nurture system. How do you sell this signature program? The best way that we sell our programs is through a carefully crafted nurture system, which is also known as a sales system. Now, what does that look like? In a nutshell, you want to realize that people who are ready to buy at the premium level, the reason they are ready to buy at that premium level is because they are being made to wait. So as a coach and as a consultant, one of the things that you want to make sure that you get away from is putting your link, your schedule a call with me link in your Instagram bio or just on Facebook, because you become really common commodity. You are just there, just anywhere. And people who are buying premium, they don't just walk into Ferrari and take a Ferrari out. No, those who are buying premium, they want the car built for them. The specs, what type of leather do they want? What color do they want? Where do they want the cup holder? Do they want it matte or do they want it shiny or gloss or whatever it is? Do you see my point? Because of that, there is a satisfaction that comes from delayed gratification, and that is where premium products really reside. Now, how do you translate that to running a business online? Very simply, you make sure that you have a nurture system so that by the time somebody puts up their hand to say, yes, I want that program, they're actually already sold. And I promise you, it is such a sweet place to be because your business just scales and you're not having to do all of those crazy salesy, gross sales tactics that a lot of people use online. You're not going to be doing that because people are buying into you before they've actually bought from you. All right, so those are the strategies and how to go about creating your signature program. Okay, we've covered a lot of things, but I want to hear from you because the comments is where I live. If you have a question for me, I want you to drop in the comments and let me know what is your biggest takeaway. But also tell me a little bit about your business. Tell me where you are struggling or where you are currently stuck. And I will be able to share with you exactly what type of sales system you need to move you to the next level in your business. Don't forget also to like this video and subscribe to this channel if it is your first time. And here's a bonus for you. If you're ready to dive deeper into creating and selling a high-ticket offer, check the link below this video for a link to my calendar where you'll be meeting with either myself or a member of my team, where we'll be giving you some clarity on your high-ticket program. Before you go, check out this video.